And off we go from Denver. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And downs. Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And now the Broncos are going to line up and elect to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Third down. And Stroud now to throw. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Mixing up the middle.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving a guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
On the quick, right?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Beyond the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Trying for Cook, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Texans football to start quarter 2.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Stroud.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 35.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon,
35 yards.
and the Texans are back within a couple of the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands, and on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go, and when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there, but once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The Texans will line up for the
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
J.K. Dobbins,
59 yards.
and the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Broncos will line up.
And they're trying to run it in with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6.
All right. 18. That's it.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Oh, my son. Hey, my name is Captain. Joe.
On play action, here's Nix. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
Captain.
Nix to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Final play of the half, Stroud. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Chill. Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Broncos.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Well, he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
R.J. Harvey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos